Hello, thank you for tuning into my channel. Today we're going to answer this question. How can I use these stringy bits of batting that are left over from my big project? I'm going to show you one way that I'm using them to create some new projects. Please stay tuned. Here is a sample of what I'm doing. I'm working on my a baby quilt for my little granddaughter, who is going to be 1 on Saturday or on Sunday. We have her party, and so I'm getting ready for that right now. And I have the backing fabric out here, and you'll see that this backing fabric is pieced together. It's wrong side up. So you see all the little piecing lines. I'll show you those. Here's one where I just took some leftover fabric. That's all this purple dots that was basically stripes. I sewed all those together. Now I'm going to do the same thing with this batting. And you can see all I've done is I had one strip and then another strip, and I just put a little zigzag together. Can you see that? Yep. So that's what I'm going to be doing. It's just joining these pieces of batting to get enough to fill up this size of quilt backing so that I can finish my quilt. Let's see how I do that. This process is super simple. All I'm doing is I'm just going to join 2 edges of this together and do a zigzag stitch with 1 stitch going on this side and 1 going on that side to attach these. And I'm going to use gray thread, and I think that, you know, since it's my gray 100% cotton thread, it'll be fine, and I don't think it'll show through. But see, that's all I'm doing. I tried out my stitch before I started on a sample piece of fabric. And so now, once I set it, because of my machine, I can't really turn it off because it automatically resets back to the default. So I'm just going to leave it on and get this whole thing done. And after I get done with this length, I will lay it down on top of my batting, my backing fabric, just to make sure it's going to fit. And this you can go, I sew pretty slowly, so I'll go a little bit faster than this, but not much. But I do want to go ahead and finish it tonight, so I may amp it up into overdrive a little bit. One thing that you have to remember is that these 2 battings that you join together, they really need to be exactly the same, because if they're not, then they may quilt differently and wash differently, and you don't want to have that non-uniformity in your quilt. So I'm just going to go all the way down till I finish this one. And then I'll eventually attach this part that I'm doing right now to the other side so that it can all go together. And I think that what I've already done, like this part, I have some of this that was put together from another project, and you see that line right there. So I'm just going to keep working at this, and I will be back when it's all done. The seam that I just did, you can see that this batting is so big that I'm going to have to cut it off. I already laid it on my backing fabric, and that's just what I'll do. I'll keep repeating this process over and over until I have this whole thing completed. So if you have questions, please comment below, and I'll do my best to answer them. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!